go. All right, there we go again. All right, so this is George Corbin with Golden Leaf, having a moment to sit down here with Mr. Tom Hines, the owner of the Nikki Restaurant and Lush Life Nature Resort. So thank you, Mr. Hines, for taking a moment
for
being here with us.
Pleasure.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come out today to experience a little bit more of the Nikki. I've been here a few times since being on the island. And it has been a pleasure to find a place, a gem, I call it, on the island. Barbados have a lot to offer, but I know that the Nikki is quite unique. So just give me an idea, describe what you see in the Nikki and the restaurant, which is the Nikki, and also the resort portion of your.
But first of all, let me say, George, thanks for persevering and finding us.
Yeah.
And it is really a pleasure having you and being able to share what the Naniki Lush Life experience is all about. If I could take you back to when we first started, I bought the property in 1991, and in 2001 I decided that I would chance my luck at operating a restaurant for the first time in my life, and that came into being just about the beginning of the year in 2001. As a matter of fact, it coincided, the opening of the Naniki restaurant coincided with Barbados Day, which is a very historic day on the calendar of holidays in Barbados. And the restaurant continues. We celebrated a milestone in 2011, of course, when we were 10 years old. And about 2005, I decided that I would develop the property into an ecotourism resort. You would see the 10 cottages which we have constructed and which were completed in 2008. That construction period of 3 years took the length of time because of other mitigating factors, of course, but we were able to complete it and offer it to not only Barbadians who are looking for an eco escape, but also for visitors from North America and from Europe. We've had mixed fortunes, in the sense that because of the recession that the world went into in 2008, we really did not, and it was coincided with the completion of that phase of the project. We were not able to realize the kind of gains that ordinarily, I suppose, you know, we were anticipating. Were things been equal?
Yeah.
But as you know, it's been a trying time for economies around the world, and Barbados has not escaped that. But we are here, so I suppose that gives the sense of some sort of sustainability.
That's right, true. Yes, right.
If I can speak a little bit about the Lush Life Nature Resort, especially, then I'll get back to Naniki. The model that I have chosen has been one of an ecotourism resort, where persons who are looking for an opportunity to get away from it all, be at one with the environment, come to a place where you can have your total solitude, recharge your batteries, if you will, before joining the mad race, as we refer to it. The property has its natural charm, as you would have seen. Because of our elevation, we have cooling breezes 12 months of the year. We have one of the highest rainfall areas right here in Suriname, St. Joseph, where the Lush Life Nature Resort is located. So these are the kind of attributes that the property possesses that gives the visitor the feeling as if you are really in an eco escape. It's the only one of its kind on the island. It's not been marketed as an adjunct to the tourism product in Barbados, as well as I think it ought to be. Barbados, of course, is known for the sun and the sea, and the sun. We are not on the beach, so you have to wish to want to have this kind of experience, this getaway experience, where you can, as I said before, come and be at one with nature, and really come. You know the term you're talking about, downtime. You can have some good downtime here at Lush Light.
Lush Light, that's right.
The kind of demographics that we attract, people of all ages, because we have families coming. We have persons who wish to we host weddings at Naniki, and as a consequence, there's this property that enables the married couple to spend a honeymoon. So you have that going on as well. One of the markets that we have been particularly successful in attracting is the retreat markets, whether it is corporate, social, or even church retreats. We have 10 cottages, 9 of which are available for short-term rental, and each cottage can accommodate a maximum of 4 persons. So you can have a retreat with a decent number. 32 persons is not a bad number. Of course, there's Naniki restaurant that would offer the catering services. So once you're here, you really don't have to leave. So you can come and spend a weekend, or an extended weekend for that matter, or a week, and be immersed in whatever the subject matter is that you have to discuss. And know that when you leave, you would be all the better for it.
That's all well. So some of the surrounding attributes, I know here on the property you have a lot of neighboring vegetation and lush forestry and everything within. So the property is well, but you also have a lot of different attractions which will even complement.
Well, yes. We are located in the Scotland district, and the Scotland district is that part of Barbados that borders the Atlantic Ocean. So we are on the eastern side of the island. We are in St. Joseph. We have neighbors to the east, St. John, and our neighbor to the north would be St. Andrew, and even into parts of St. Peter are considered part of the Scotland district. There are quite a number of activities in the Scotland district, quite a number of attractions in the Scotland district.
That appeal to the same theme.
Oh yes, you have Harrison's Cave, for instance, which is a signature attraction of Barbados, which is probably exactly 6 minutes drive from here.
Okay.
We have Andromeda Gardens, you have Hunt's Nurseries or Hunt's Gardens, you have as attractions go, you have horseback riding in St. John and in St. Andrew. You have numerous trails in this part of Barbados. The Barbados National Trust, they're known for hosting trails on every Sunday and during the moonlight, and it's scheduled. You can actually
do some hiking,
lots
trails,
of hiking.
Beaches. I know you have Bashiba close around.
You have Bashiba, which is as you're talking about Bashiba, we can't not mention the Soup Bowl, where the surfing competition takes place, and that surfing competition is world renowned. You have surfers from, I'm not a surfer myself, but I know from Hawaii, and you hear all the big names coming, California, and I believe that is a biannual event. We have also quite a number of historic churches in the Scotland district. some fairly large in stature, like the St. Andrew's Parish Church. We used to have one here in St. Joseph, the St. George Parish Church, but that has been condemned because of a problem with land shift. Then there was an earthquake in Barbados a couple of years ago that damaged part of the church, and they decided not to even rebuild. But then, but aside from the large parish churches, then you have the entire Scotland district is punctuated with these little assembly halls, and it's for somebody who is of the ecclesiastic bent can have a fun time exploring all of these small churches, and so it's really a special part of Barbados. When you are in the Scotland district and in general, and in that Lush Life in particular, you really feel as though you have stepped outside Barbados, because it is so different in its topography, it's so different in temperature, it is so different as far as noise is concerned. It's the ideal place that you can come really to relax.
And it would be one with nature, you said. So as far as development, I know this is one place that you will see overdevelopment here. Things are in its natural state as best.
Yes, and I use the term self-policing because the land is generally sloping land. It prohibits.
Large
I was going to say once you have deep enough box, you could build anything and anywhere. But because the land is sloping, you find that the urge to go and put up huge structures would probably be not on. Something that I should mention about the Scotland district is that there is a white paper that has been fashioned by government to have the Scotland district become a national park. So with that will come special conditions for development. So aside from the fact that is sloping land, the government obviously has seen the virtue in protecting it, so that persons will not have the free reins to go and just indiscriminately build and develop, which will be totally out of sync with what you see here.
Yes, correct. So it's very preserved. It's a special place to see. Now I know you have a lot of different events. You have the accommodations, you have the restaurant, in a wonderful, beautiful area. We're overlooking the Atlantic right now. I know wonderful vistas and all those good things going on. But you all have come and also added some
another dimension. Some good to the thing. I promise that I will get back to Naniki, and what I can say about Naniki restaurant is, which came into to being, as I said, in 2001, is that it has really provided an opportunity for me to do what I suppose love to do best, and that is promote jazz. One of the things that was very clear in my mind was that once persons came to Naniki restaurant, then the music that we are going to offer has to be in keeping with the environment. So the constant soca and the dub and the reggae really would not work. I think that the birds and the monkeys will become very upset. So I happen to be a jazz aficionado, and through that medium I thought that we would offer opportunities for emerging musicians to find a space that they can perform. And every Sunday we have live entertainment, live jazz entertainment. And that model has worked very well for us. We are known as the home of jazz in Barbados, and
it's been a good compliment to to everything else.
And not only that, I mean, when you are here and you hear the music in the background, if you listen carefully enough, you can probably hear the birds chirping with the music.